Five things you ought to know. Number 5. Highest mountain. It's on Mars. The supergiant volcano called Olympus Mons, Latin for Mount Olympus, is the largest single mountain in the solar system and, at the moment, the known universe. At 22 kilometers high and 624 kilometers across, it is almost 3 times as high as Mount Everest, and so wide its base would cover Arizona, or the whole of Britain. The crater is easily large enough to swallow London. However, Olympus Mons doesn't conform to people's idea of a mountain. Its sides are so slightly inclined, you wouldn't even break a sweat if you climbed it. Number 4. Toilet water. Which way does the toilet water spin when flushed? It depends, not on which side of the equator you are on, but on the shape of your toilet bowl. The widely held belief that the Coriolis force, created by the Earth's spin, that drives toilet water into a spiral, is untrue. Although it does influence very large, long-lasting weather patterns such as hurricanes and ocean currents, it is by orders of magnitude far too weak to affect domestic plumbing. The direction of the water spin is determined by the shape of the bowl, the direction in which water is ejected into the bowl when flushed, and by vortices introduced when the flushing action begins. Number 3. Camel humps. What do camels store in their humps? Fat, not water. The fat stored in the humps of camels is used as an energy reserve. Water is stored throughout their bodies, predominantly in their bloodstream, which makes them very good at avoiding dehydration. Camels can go 7 days without drinking, but when they do drink, they really go for it, up to 225 liters, 50 gallons, a time. Enough to easily keep a family of 4 satisfied on the driest of summer afternoons. On a different note, camel racing in the United Arab Emirates has started to use robot jockeys, in place of traditional child riders. The remotely controlled jockeys were introduced following the ban of the use of children under the age of 16 in races. Number 2. Thai capital. What is the capital city of Thailand? Bangkok, although it hasn't been called that for around 200 years. The city's day-to-day name is actually Krung Thep, pronounced Grunk Gape, and is referred to as such throughout Thailand. Only us ignorant foreigners call it Bangkok. Krung Thep means City of Angels, the same as Los Angeles, and is an abbreviation of the full name, which is possibly the largest place name in the world. In Thai, this is written as a single word of 152 letters. It translates roughly as Great City of Angels, the supreme repository of divine jewels, the great land unconquerable, the grand and prominent realm, the royal and delightful capital city full of 9 noble gems, the highest royal dwelling and grand palace, the divine shelter and living space of reincarnated spirits. Quite a mouthful, I am sure you'd agree. Number 1. Ice Age. When did the last ice age end? We're still in it. Geographers define an ice age as a period of the Earth's history when there are polar ice caps. Our climate is in an interglacial period, which doesn't mean we are between ice ages, but means we are in a period of time when the ice retreats to the poles because of warmer temperatures. The period started 10,000 years ago, in what we think is the 4th ice age. When the ice age will end is anyone's guess. Estimates range between 12,000 to 50,000 years, without man-made influences. Causes of the natural fluctuations in global temperature are not well understood. Theories range from the locations the continents happen to be in, atmospheric components, the position of the Earth's rotation, and even the position of the Sun's rotation in the galaxy.